3 witches. Doth he really speak to thee?
Hi. I'd like to preface this by saying I don't love the idea of comparing works of art, but I have been hearing some discourse online about which Robert Eggers horror film is better. The Witch, which is about this Puritan family and some witchy escapades that go on there, or The Lighthouse, which is a black and white film about 2 bros getting goofy in a lighthouse. I'm going to be breaking them down into a few categories and then just kind of sharing my opinions on each film. Okay, first up is screenplay. So obviously Eggers had to balance a lot in both of these screenplays. They're both period pieces with very specific English dialects.
That's the trouble with you.
That's the trouble with ye.
With you!
With ye!
No! No!
And Eggers had to find a way to balance both of these subject matters and make them engaging and horrific. He totally nails this in both of them. However, I will say that The Witch is set in the Salem witch trials era, so it is kind of inherently spookier than the idea of a lighthouse. And the way that Eggers kind of carries his audience through the ends of both films, I just think in The Lighthouse it's more impressive, and the monologues that Willem Dafoe goes on is just, they're amazing. So I'm gonna give this one to The Lighthouse. Okay, category 2, level of sexiness. Okay, this was a toss-up because both of these movies have some really serious DILF action going on. However, this was the ugliest I'd ever seen Robert Pattinson, whereas Anya Joy-Taylor, hey. So I'm gonna have to give this category to The Witch. Okay, next category is were there fart jokes? I added this category to really analyze if there were fart jokes in either of these movies. And seeing as how The Lighthouse has more than 1,
Goddamn farts!
and The Witch has 0, I'm going to have to give this category to The Lighthouse. Okay, final category is, can I sit through the whole thing? And so while I was watching The Witch, it felt really short and complete. I was totally engaged with each character, and I loved the story, even though it had a regular runtime, whereas The Lighthouse felt about 10 million hours long. And that's not to say it wasn't amazing, and I'm sorry I'm not caught up on my ancient Greek mythology or whatever the hell this is based off of, but as a layperson, I did not understand any of it, and I didn't like seeing Robert Pattinson sex a fish. And I do know that The Lighthouse is obviously a more perfect, well-made horror film, but something about the characters in The Witch, from the psychotic twins to Thomason and the mom and Black Phillip, I would totally see myself rewatching it at like a Halloween party with a group of friends, whereas The Lighthouse, I don't think there's ever an appropriate time to show this movie to your friends unless they are very pretentious. It is great though, so yeah, I will be giving this category to The Witch as well. Oh my god, the movie's tied. That's, wow. Both these movies are great, and you should see both of them. And that's all I have to say about that. Also, which one did you like better? Don't forget to tell me in the comments down below. Thanks.